Well, it says I am live. Give me about 90 seconds and we'll really start talking because I want to get a couple people on here. And let's talk about some Christmas lights. Oh, I think it's way over there. Hope everyone's having a good night tonight. I've got three amazing ladies in the kitchen cooking up something delicious. So I'm excited to eat once I'm done here. But give me a minute and we'll talk some Christmas lights. And we'll talk about the training we're going to do tomorrow with Responsibid. And whatever else you want to talk about. Because that's what we do here. Let me just share away. Almost done. Almost done. Hope everyone's having a good Tuesday. I'm excited. Had a good day. Had a good Mr. Drew. Good day, sir. I'm going to jump on StreamYard, so I'm not going to see. Let me see. There we are. Comments, and Drew says, yo, what up? You're killing your little TikTok videos that you've been putting out, man. I don't watch them all, but I see them all. I need to do better about that, though. All right, so real quick, want to, at least I'm honest, man. I'm just being real. I see them. I just can't hear them. But yeah, real quick, want to talk about Responsibid training tomorrow and why you need to be on that. I've had so many people talk to me in the last year, especially more so in the last couple months, that they wanted to get Responsibid and do the Christmas lights. But like me, I'm sure Responsibid, when you first sign up, it can be overwhelming if you don't want to put the time and effort into it. And once I did put the time and effort into it, Mr. Johnny Majat. Oh, man, it's good to see you on here, buddy. I hope you're doing well. It's good to hear from you. Sorry that I missed you. What do we say here? Drew, yeah, I'm good at reacting to things people have already posted. Yeah. That cracks me up when people just like, yeah, that's another story. Let's talk Christmas lights because that's what I'm here for. But I love what you're doing. All right. Yeah, so Responsibid, why you should attend the train tomorrow, 4 p.m. with me, Mr. John, and I'm going to give you access to my Responsibid, and it sounds pretty crazy. Like I'm going to give you our estimate and show you why it's so easy to use Responsibid and why you're missing out on incredible opportunities for your sales team to be successful this year. So we will talk about the start of the estimate, going through the estimate, how simple, and I'm going to show you real quickly, like just real quick tonight, how simple using Responsibid is for your company and why you should sign up for a Responsibid now and implement it today for your Christmas light installation company. Because I've laid it out so it's so simple that your guys can, I can literally hand you, I don't even know who you are, whoever's watching me right now, I can hand you an iPad and say, here, an iPad and a measuring wheel. That's all you need. And say, here, go give an estimate for, let's go to Drew's house. We're going to give Drew an estimate on Christmas lights. And it's just step by step that where 90% of the homes you're going to go to, you're going to be able to walk through it. And it's just putting in numbers. That's all it is. Numbers. You're not sitting here calculating, well, the circumference of the roof divided by the square root of 7 wreaths times 4 bows. Like, no, it's like linear foot, first floor, linear foot, second floor, linear foot, dormers, blah, blah, blah. How many feet of garland? How many feet of ground lighting? How many minis in this tree? And like, bam, spit you out a price. And you're like, dang. Everyone should consider bolting on Responsibid into their, it is, John, I promise, like I had Responsibid for years and I paid money, and I paid the money. I didn't do anything with it. And I'll never forget, I think it was 4 years ago, maybe. I was in the Navy Reserves in Virginia, and I just sat down and just grinded. And once I figured out like how incredible it was and how easy it is to use, it was a game changer. It really was, because there's no more guessing. There's no more math. If I wanted to change my pricing within seconds, it's done. Like there's no reprinting out pricing, no updating the sales team. Like they don't need to know anything. They just see it all. Let me see if I can do. All right, I'll pop this up real quick. Hold on. If for anybody who's watching, there's like 4,000 people watching right now, which is pretty cool because they all love Christmas lights like I do. Just let me know if you're using Responsibid, if you thought about using Responsibid, if you want to know more about Responsibid. Let me share this with you real quick. Bam. So I'm going to just do this real quick because tomorrow I'm going to dive really deep into this, but let me just show you the first thing that pops up when you go to a customer's house. And we'll go over here. Like you can select through all the things you want for your customer. You know, do we want roof lighting? Yeah, most likely. Do they have columns? No. All right, well, we'll get rid of that. Are we going to add a wreath? Yeah, I love wreaths. Garland? Absolutely. Trees? Maybe we don't want trees. Ground lighting? Easy upsell. Love ground lighting. Bushes? All right, maybe there's no bushes. So I've selected everything that I can add to this customer, but just real quick, let me show you. Like, there's no thinking here. Linear feet of lower roof line to decorate. Like, it doesn't get any simpler than that. How many linear feet of the lower roof line? How many linear feet of the second roof line? How many linear feet of the third roof line, third story? Now, that could be level 1, which is easy, level 2, which is medium, and level 3, which is difficult. So that's up for you to determine, but it's just as simple as entering in a number. Bam, 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 23 and 77. You're always going to have a timer on a job, so you got to add that number. That's something that most Christmas light installers leave out, and you're just leaving money on the table because you have to pay for that timer. So the customer should be paying for it too, right? And we have plenty of jobs that have 3, 4, 5, 6 timers. Oh, this is my favorite. Funny story. Richard calls me one day. He's like, it's like a kid in a well that's trying to get out. He's like, I need help. I love you, buddy. Like you're a good friend of mine, so I can make fun of you politely. But yeah, level 1. Level 1 is easy all day. I love that. But you got to add those timers. So that's one thing I feel like a lot of Christmas light installers just neglect, and they're leaving money on the table. Those timers aren't cheap, especially in the season. Some of you guys are paying $20, $25 a timer. So make sure you're including that. Ready for this? You ready for the wreath action? I don't think you're ready for it. Look at this. Look at this. It's just a number. How many wreaths do I want to put in? I don't have to think about it. Just put it in 1. You want to add a 60 inch here too? Let's add 2. All right. I know guys that like to add like 10 wreaths on house, but let's just add it, right? 5. Go to the next one. How many pieces of garland? It's pretty simple. You know the math. You know how many linear feet of the garland it's going to be. Is it a swag? Is it going on railings? Is it going on columns? Well, I want 4 pieces of garland on this house to go around the doorway. Cool. Ground lighting. Grab that wheel back out. You just measure the roof line. Let's go measure the bushes. Go measure around the mulch line. I got 56 feet of what you call there. Now, I'm not going to show you the estimate, what it looks like, but I wanted to show you because I want you to show up to the class tomorrow at 4 o'clock with myself and with John for Responsibid. So, but that was simple. Like it was just a matter of inputting numbers. There's no calculations. Everything is on the back end. Like I know my linear feet from my first floor or my level 1 is X. It's already inputted. They don't have to change anything. Level 2, floor 2, done. Garland, each piece is already in there. So it's not a calculation of like, what's the garland costing today? It's already in there. So if you haven't looked at Responsibid, tomorrow, 4 p.m., jump on the call with myself and John with the Responsibid, and we will go through all of it. Like from start to finish, the the Christmas light experience for your customer on how you should deliver that estimate and why it's important from the beginning of the phone call to the delivery of the estimate to execute a flawless Christmas light experience for your customer to be excited. So cool. All right, good on that. Let me throw this up here real quick. If anybody has any questions about Christmas lights, go ahead and drop them below. We'll talk about Christmas lights real quick because I'm getting hungry and I smell really good food. But I feel like I got something else up here I wanted to show you guys. Let's see. Bam. Nope, that didn't do it. If I've talked about the 2-day Christmas light installation training class, the advanced class, on who that is for and why you should attend, well, it's going to be for anybody who, I can't even get to the, whatchamacallit, who's done Christmas light training or has experience in Christmas lights. It is not for somebody who is just beginning the Christmas light journey. There's plenty of amazing trainings out there like Clippa, who will be training in Nashville at the huge convention 2 days prior, the Monday and Tuesday. So I highly recommend, if you're just beginning, that you join that one. And I don't know why. Oh, there we go. Let's do this. So definitely look into attending that training. But this training is for the guys that have been in the industry, have gone to Clippa training or training similar to that, because we want to make sure you have the basics and you have a good understanding. But we're going to get really deep into a lot of the advanced stuff, the stuff that they don't really talk about in the trainings. I like to say that the trainings are, what did I say? It's enough to get you excited, but not enough to make you dangerous, because there's so much more involved in the training and there's only so much you can do in a 2-day basic training. So I decided to come out with the 2-day advanced class training, which we'll show here. And we'll be doing it at my shop September 14th and 15th. And we're going into everything. I'm opening up my doors for everybody to explore admin, sales, operations, the warehouse, how we are so efficient with our teams that we have 5 crews coming in every single day at 7 o'clock. And they're out at that door 7:15 to 7:20 because of the steps we put in place, that they're saving 30% of their time on the jobs with greenery because of the things we're doing prior to them showing up to the job. So we're going to go through everything. I've got the registration live now. So if you go to the website that I have attached, you can go there and register for the 2-day class. And I'm not going to keep back anything. So if you want to see something, see our sales process, talk to our operations team, we're going to go through basic installs, advanced installs, jumper wire, spritzers, whimsicals, hanging mini lights from trees. We got a nifty SD64 lift that we're going to get into. Probably going to rent a tow behind too, just so you kind of see the 2 different basic types of installs with a lift and why one is going to be better for some of your installs than the other. There's so many different types of lifts out there, so it's hard to get them all, but we'll at least show you 2 different types and how to safely install lights from a lift. We'll talk about using the GOAT, the Ridge Pro, get through everything. Like, it's going to be hands-on 2 days, free breakfast and lunch included both days, hot breakfast, hot lunch at the shop. And some of the coolest part about this is Lights for Decorators up in Raleigh, North Carolina and Tampa. They're just automatically going to give you a $200 gift card to their store, so you can spend it however you want. Jimmy Tompkins, absolutely incredible guy. And then we also have Tough Clips and Candy Systems, which are 2 amazing companies that we use for our installs that we'll be sponsoring as well. So we'll have all their products to showcase and talk about. And then if you haven't seen the capacity calculator train that I did, I believe it was last week. It might have been 2 weeks ago. I'm not even sure. But go ahead and check that out. We talked about how you can determine. Oh, I got to do this. Hold on. Apparently, I got to change. Let's do this. Nope. Present. Share. Didn't realize you got to change these out. That's kind of cool. We'll talk about the capacity calculator, how to determine your goal and your capacity for the season based off of just moving some simple numbers For anybody who did ask for this calculator, we're almost done just kind of moving some things around, and we will get this out to everybody who did send off an email or sign up for the registration for the capacity calculator. If you haven't, just go ahead and drop your email below and we'll get that out this week. But just wanted to jump on real quick and really talk about tomorrow's Responsibid and how it can revolutionize your Christmas light installation business with a simple few clicks and spending a little time to invest in your company, because you can't expect results to happen without an investment of time or money or effort. And I love Christmas, and I want to talk to you guys about Responsibid and why it can be a key to your success this year. So if anybody has any questions, jump on tomorrow, 4 o'clock. There's the link somewhere in my profile. It's shared somewhere. It's shared on the Responsibid page. It's shared on all the Christmas light pages and wash pages, I'm sure, and it will be available tomorrow to you. I hope everyone's having a great year. Happy August 1st. If you're not crushing your goals already, you're behind, but it doesn't mean you still can't be successful this year, because there's still plenty of time to implement so many amazing processes, to have fun, light up some lives this year, and be successful. I'm JC, Mr. Christmas. I will see you tomorrow. Have a good night.